All right, we're joined by Jalen Nailor. Jalen, thanks for taking the time, especially during finals week with everything going on. Really appreciate it. And we'll take some questions in the chat, and we'll start with Chris Solari with the Detroit Free Press. Chris.
Hey, Jalen, I guess what have you seen from Peyton in that game on Saturday? How is his demeanor maybe different as a starter versus a backup? And what do you feel the offense showed in that stretch in the second quarter in particular?
I mean, I don't think there's been a difference in Payne's like body language or anything like that from being a starter or not being a starter. I feel like he's always been the same, acted the same, and did the same actions. So I mean, it's not a surprise to me the way he played in the game. We just had to calm him down early on in the game and just get him playing right, playing fast. So that was good to see out of him. The second half, I mean, it was just executing, just not executing the game plan, executing our plays. I mean, we watched the film. We seen plays that we left on the floor. So that's things we got to clean up as a whole offensive unit.
As kind of a double follow-up, I was asking more about when you guys were clicking in the second quarter, when you guys scored the three touchdowns. Yeah.
I mean, we just playing complimentary football, as Coach Tuck always praises. But I mean, it's just something that we know we're capable of. We see it in practice all the time. We can make plays. We can drive the ball. I mean, it's just a matter of time where we get things going and get things clicking.
And for you in particular, I mean, everybody talks so much about your speed. How much focus have you made on running those underneath routes and maybe making some catches on some of those 50-50 balls in the short and mid-range game?
Just trying to progress my game as a whole offensive player, as a whole receiver, just trying to be a complete receiver as I can. And that's something that Coach Hawk has been working with us, the whole receiving group, just to be as complete receiver as could be, running the ball, blocking, making passes, just trying to be that complete receiver.
Our next question will go to Matt Wenzel with M Live.
Hey, Jalen, we saw your potential obviously early when you got here, but your freshman season was interrupted by injuries, and then obviously last year getting one game and then not playing for a while. How much has just being able to stay in the lineup on a weekly basis, being out there every day, helped you just build confidence and just continue to improve, really?
I'm just blessed to be in this position, just to stay healthy this whole season, knowing that in the past it's been kind of rough to be healthy, but knowing I can be healthy this year, it just shows on the field like what I can do, what I can do on the field, and it's a great feeling just to be able to help the guys out, help the team out.
You've obviously shown the ability to get behind defenses. Is there anything you've noticed on how teams are matching up against you on a weekly basis, whether that was we're just talking the second half last week or previously?
Yeah, I've been noticing they've been trying to limit the deep ball as much, so that's where the short and underneath stuff comes in, and I'm down working on just to improve, just knowing that'll open up space for the deep ball.
Thanks, Jalen.
Our next question is from Stephen Brooks with 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Jalen, just wanted to ask you what part of what Peyton did last week in his first start stood out to you the most or impressed you the most? Which aspect of that you think do you really look back on?
Just his poise and composure through the whole game, knowing that we started off the game with an interception. But after that, I just really liked the way he played. He just played very confidently in himself and knowing and trusting the guys up front, trusting us as receivers to make plays for him, and that's what happened.
Could you walk us through actually that first play? We didn't talk to you after the Penn State game. You, I think, were the one that forced that fumble. I don't know if the ball was going to you. I can't even really remember, but just walk us through that first one if you could.
I mean, it was a broken pocket, so Peyton rolled out, tried to hit me. I should have kept coming to the ball, which I didn't do, but made up for it by going in stripping the guy and making a play on the ball and helping us get the ball back. I mean, it's just effort and just wanting to be great and wanting to win.
Thanks, man.
Sure.
Our next question is from Matt Charbonneau with the Detroit News.
Jalen, do you think it helps you guys at all that you got several days into a Maryland prep here a few weeks ago? Does it give you a little bit of a head start this week and, for this week's prep at all?
I mean, yeah, since we already looked at him a little bit, so we could already get moving on practice probably a little faster and start playing faster as a whole offensive unit going into Tuesday, and just knowing what we can do and things we can work on in practice.
I want to ask you too about this time of year. We know Shakur Brown has said he's going to head to the NFL. I know a lot of guys are deciding what they want to do with their future. What's it like around the locker room and team right now when different guys are deciding these things right now and just trying to keep everybody on the same page? Is that tough right now, or do you like the togetherness of this team still?
Yeah, for sure. I still love the togetherness. We heard out yesterday, but I mean, the locker room still stayed as one unit. I mean, we have other guys that can play in those positions, so we trust each other, and we wish nothing but the best for Shakur.
Thanks, Jalen.
Yes, sir.
Our next question is from Elise Maneker with the Big Ten Network.
Hey, Jalen, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thanks. I wanted to ask about more with Peyton, like your connection with him and how you've been able to build that chemistry, considering you've probably been getting most, if not all of the reps really with Rocky up until this point. So just when he entered the game, I know he's played before in games, so it's starting, just how you were able to immediately have that connection with him for especially a couple of touchdowns.
I mean, it's not like I was just only getting reps with Rocky, but I mean, I got plenty of reps with Peyton as well, so I'm comfortable with both quarterbacks, and we both had a connection. I had the connection with Rocky the same way I did with Peyton. So as soon as we get on the same page with things, we talk things out, we see things on the field. I mean, it's not hard to talk to each other about certain things. So I mean, it's just a part of the game, just knowing our guys.
Is there anything in particular that you do, say with Peyton, maybe you do with Rocky too, but just like when Peyton's in, were you talking to him on the sidelines? Do you go to him more? Like, what's the communication like, even during the week of practice?
I'll just go to him if I'm seeing something on a certain play, and he might not see me, but I'll just go talk to him, be like, hey, this might be there. Another time we run in, depending on the coverage or whatnot. We just keep trying to improve and trying to find ways to keep the offense moving, get points on the board.
Thank you.
For a couple more, we'll go back to Chris Solari with the Detroit Free Press.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Trayvon and both his touchdown catch and some of those other plays to kind of maximize his size. What kind of a dynamic does he give to you guys, particularly you and Jaden, as more speed guys? I mean, what does that size do for the group as a whole?
I mean, he just gives that big physical stature, that big physicalness. As you guys seen with that touchdown, he could go up and go make plays on the ball. Couple defenders on him. He's that type of player, and I've seen him improve since he's been here so much, and I just love how much he's improved as a whole player. He's just trying to learn from me. I'm trying to teach him and still learn from him too. The stuff that he does well and stuff I do well. We just try and help each other out.
What about the other guys around you? I mean, it seems like the room is pretty deep with obviously Jaden and Trey coming back from injury. I guess, what have you seen from those guys and what's kind of the mindset of the room right now?
I mean, the mindset of the room is just trying to out physical and outwork the guy in front of us, the DBs or whoever it may be. Just trying to be the best unit on the field at all times, no matter who's in there. And that's what I like about our group, because we're so deep. We have guys that can play. Guys get plenty of reps with the ones and twos. We're just trying to get guys going, get the younger guys going, playing fast. I mean, it's a process. As coming as a young receiver and coming in with this pandemic and stuff, it was tough for us. I mean, I think we came a long way, and I can't see what holds for the future for us.
Thanks, man.
Our last question will go to Eli McCown with the State News.
Hey, Jalen. Sorry, my Zoom's acting a bit weird. Can't keep my camera on for whatever reason. But I just wanted to ask about exam week this week. You're prepping for a game. You have all these exams this week. How hard is that balancing the two? And then how are you going about preparing for both of them this week?
Well, for me, I'm pretty much done with all my finals and stuff. So I really just can focus on football this week, not knowing I have to worry about school and all. But I know in the past it's been rough. Because finals are important part of our grade, and there's a lot that goes into it, studying for it and doing all these study guides and stuff. I mean, you just got to find your balance for football and for school.
Appreciate it, Jalen.
Sure.
We have one more final question from Elise Menaker with the Big Ten Network.
Thanks, Vin. Sorry, Jalen, one more. I want to follow up on Trayvon, and just like you said that you guys are working together, that you learn from him, he learns from you. Can you be more specific on that and just exactly what that's like?
I mean, just every day in practice, just we play the same position, you know. He's watching me, and he comes to me certain plays like, so if DB's playing this way, like how would you like go attack him and this and that? And I'll tell him, you just got to have plans, and you got to be able to counter certain things. But I feel like my relationship with him is one of the highest in the room, knowing that what he went through last year, being hurt and stuff, and I know where he come from. Just helping him out, and he's been willing to learn every day.
Jalen, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. We'll see you Saturday in Maryland.
Yes, sir. No problem.